Jado is back at it here to give everyone another Lost Season 6 episode review video. But before I do get into that, it's extremely important that if you're not caught up to where I am and currently watching Lost, to pay attention to that episode title. I'll put that title in the description if that's the case. If you're not caught up, then I recommend that you don't watch this video any further, simply just to avoid spoilers. Now, this is going to be Lost Season 6, Episode 15. The title of the episode is called Across the Sea. This will be my review, reaction, recap of the episode. Washed ashore on the island, a pregnant woman named Claudia encounters an unnamed woman named or played by Allison Janney. Both of the women speak Latin. The woman helps Claudia give birth to her son, whom Claudia names Jacob. Then another boy is born. The woman then kills Claudia with a blow to the head. The woman raises the twins as her own and tries to keep them ignorant of a world beyond the island. She also lets them know to be distrustful of humanity, which she says it regards as corrupt and dangerous. At age 13, Jacob's brother, the unnamed future man in black, finds a Senate game containing polished black and white pieces. Jacob asks about the box, and his brother tells him it's a game for which he just knows the rules. He asks Jacob to keep the box a secret from the woman, but Jacob reveals it to her as she appears to know there is a secret. The woman confronts Jacob's brother and claims that she left the box for him, musing it to him that Jacob doesn't know how to lie. He's not like you. She tells the young man in black that he is special. She suggests that he suggests the box came from somewhere else across the sea. The woman responds there is nowhere else. Then, when the young man in black persists in asking about the origins, the woman explains that she came from her own mother, who is now dead. When he asks what is dead, the woman explains something you'll never have to worry about. After following a boar some distance from their camp, Jacob and his brother discover that the other people are on the island. The woman warns the brothers that the other people are not like us. We are here for a reason. And then she worriedly expresses out loud that it's not time yet and reluctantly decides to show the Miss Brothers a mysterious hidden tunnel filled with light and underground stream. She tells them that one of them will eventually be its caretaker, and she made it so you, both boys, can never hurt each other. Now, upon seeing this white light-filled tunnel, the woman explains that the light is the warmest, brightest light you've ever felt, and we must make sure that no one ever finds it. She goes to explain that a little bit of this very same light is inside of every man, and that they always want more. And then she finally warns, if the light goes out here, it goes out everywhere. Soon after, the brothers are playing the box game, and Jacob is frustrated at his brother's selfish rules for the game. The young man in black explains, one day you can make your own game, and everyone else will have to follow your rules. Suddenly, a vision of Claudia, their real birth mom, appears and asks the young man in black to follow her. Jacob could not see her, so the brother excuses himself and follows Claudia into the jungle. She reveals to the young man in black that she is his and Jacob's birth mother, and that the other people came to the island with her 13 years previous. Now, after this discussion with Claudia, the young man in black confronts the woman about Claudia's claims and attempts to convince Jacob to join the other people on the island with him. However, Jacob refuses and stays with the woman. This episode is just something else, I tell you. Now, over the next 30 years, Jacob visits his brother at the camp. He shares with the other people. The man in black, while he believes the people are corrupt, says with them as a means to an end, and Jacob asks the end. He replies, I'm leaving, Jacob. He reveals that together with other scientifically curious men, they have discovered a way to leave the island by harnessing its strange properties. Now, this was accomplished by digging wells into the spots where metal behaves strangely. The man in black invites Jacob to leave with him, but Jacob refuses to leave the island or the woman. Now, when the woman hears of what the man in black is doing, she visits him and learns that he and the others have constructed a giant wheel down a well. He tells her that his people have dug into the light from other locations on the island, and they plan to create a system that will allow them to tap into its energy and use it to leave the island. Upon hearing this, she smashes the man in black's head, rendering him unconscious. Later, the man in black awakens outside the well site and discovers that the people in the camp have been massacred, and the well has been completely filled with earth. Meanwhile, the woman shows Jacob the tunnel of light again, explaining that it leads to life, death, and rebirth, the source, the heart of the island, and that Jacob has no choice but to take care of it now. She also warns Jacob never to encounter the tunnel, as doing so would cause a fate worse than death, and Jacob reluctantly drinks a wine, and the woman pours, and then she proclaims, "Now, you and I are the same." Now, enraged by her actions, the man in black stabs the woman in her camp through the back and asks why she wouldn't let him leave the island. She replies, "Because I love you." Appearing relieved and calm with her fast approaching death, the woman says thank you and dies. Jacob retaliates by beating his brother and throwing him into the stream leading down the tunnel of light. The man in black is sucked into the tunnel, and the smoke monster emerges in its place, disappearing into the treetops above. Jacob then finds the man in black's physical body and places it with the woman's in the cave where she had been living with Jacob, along with a pouch containing the black and white stones they used in the box game. And now, in a repeat scene from the first season, now in a new context, the corpses and the stones are found centuries later by Jack and Kate, and dubbed Adam and Eve by John Locke. So that's the end of the episode. I'm not a big fan of this episode. I feel like it just left me with more questions and was supposed to leave me with lots of answers. I don't like the fact that they don't give the man in black a fucking name, and I hate referring to somebody as the man in black. So as far as the score of the episode, I'm going to give it a 6.8 out of 10. I mean, it's not as bad as some shows could potentially get, but it's one of the, more lower scores I've ever gave. In fact, I think it's the lowest score I've ever gave for a TV show that I, watched more than, 10 to 20 episodes of. So, you've heard what I had to say. Again, I thought that it gave me more questions than answers, so I want to hear what you have to say. First of all, if you're a fan of Lost, maybe not this episode, but a fan of Lost and you absolutely love this series, go ahead and smash that like button. You can not like it if you like to. Don't forget that you can share the video with anybody that you think would like to listen or watch this video. Leave me a comment in the comment section with your thoughts, your overall score, and anything Lost related, your favorite character, your favorite moment of the episode, whatever you can think of. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join this team, show your support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.